Hey guys, Mike Sheemer here. I want to ask you, how frugal are you right now, and why are you frugal? And I'm the original frugal guy, at least on YouTube, social media, um, blogs, everything like that. I mean, I've been frugal my entire life, or at least my entire adult life. Yeah, I guess my teenage years as well. And it's just so strange. A lot of these things that I used to I got hassled for, I got made fun of, I got typecast, I got looked down upon um, for years, for decades, from people. And now it's all in vogue almost with so many people. It's crazy. And that includes being thrifty, going to thrift stores, being frugal, going to Dollar Tree or getting discount things on Amazon and Walmart, going to clearance, going to these discount retailers. I mean, how many times on social media have you seen people, including billionaires, which is just ridiculous? I mean, talk about people who you can barely relate to. But you have billionaires telling you don't buy coffee, don't go to Starbucks, don't buy your morning coffee, um, and save money because it's a waste of money. I've been doing that forever. I've been telling people that forever. I've been doing it myself. I've been practicing what I preach. I used to buy coffee, instant coffee at Dollar Tree, or I'd buy the coffee beans, um, while everyone was shelling out $2, $3, $4 for a Red Bull or a Monster. I was buying the energy 4C Energy Rush packets since 2000 and I don't know, 2007 or something like that. I mean, I've been doing this forever at a high level. For clothing, I got this for like $10 on Amazon. I got another shirt uh, at Ocean State Job Lot for $8. I've gotten like so many free t-shirts and free clothing and discount clothes and used clothes. I used to get half my wardrobe from the lost and found of my college and the gyms that I worked at. And I found hats and shirts on the side of the road. Um, I've bought almost everything you can dream of at Dollar Tree to test out if it's good or not. I've worked out for years, if not for decades, at my home with no equipment or almost no equipment. And if I've ever been a member of a gym, it's been because I've either worked there, I got a free membership, or I paid like the dirt cheap, like Planet Fitness type membership. And going for walks, around my house for years and years and years, so I wouldn't even have to use any gas or put any miles on my car to drive to a walking location. Like, I mean, I've saved every single penny, I've lived off free samples, I've done all this stuff, and now there's all these frugal influencers. There's it's crazy. And, I'm much older now. I have a lot more money. I have a lot more business and financial success. Um, being a top fitness person certainly hasn't been my priority for the last, whatever, 10, 12 plus years. I have 2 kids. So you gotta be, you have to shell out money. Once you're married with kids, there's the money is just gonna, you can be the most frugal person in the world like me, but you're gonna have to spend money no matter what. And you do it for your wife or your husband or your kids, and you have to, especially the kids. But I'll still be super frugal when it comes to myself, and a lot of sacrifice. It's not glamorous like some of these people make it seem, or even like I've made it seem once in a while. I usually kind of tell it like it is, the good, the bad, the ugly. I mean, it's definitely bit me hard a few times. Definitely backfired a few times being frugal, but I've also saved thousands, tens of thousands, probably over $100,000 at least in my life. I mean, and can, whether it's worth it or not, who knows? But all that money, it's been invested to build businesses. It's been invested in domain names and websites and products and marketing and, of course, investments too. So, I mean, it's basically bootstrapped my frugality and my side hustles and working 2 or 3 jobs or whatever. My passive income, all that has bootstrapped businesses and my investment portfolios, and my careers, my education. There are a lot of people, they just spend, I'm going to get an MBA. I'm going to spend $100,000. I'll get an MBA, invest in my career. There's no guarantee that's going to pay off for somebody compared to, if they just took some online courses for $100 or watched some, read some books, watched some YouTube videos, got some certifications, things that cost you nothing or $50. But I had to do it all myself. And so I had to fund myself and do it in a smart way without taking out any loans, not taking on any investors. So I mean, the being frugal is, it's easy and it's difficult at the same time. Just like anything else in life. It's not always fun. It can be challenging. It can be embarrassing. And like so many things in my life, like social media and these YouTube videos and getting sober and internet marketing, all this kind of stuff, it was just looked down upon for so long by so many people, and now you get the smartest, most successful, most influential people, and certainly all the levels down, talking about it and saying they've been doing it their whole life and blah blah blah, and they're just making stuff up, or they're like 21 years old, and that's great. Look, I mean, that's all well and good, and I know there are people that are older than me. They've been being a cheapskate older than me, but it's easy to say that you're cheap, you're frugal when you're in college, or your mommy and daddy are paying for whatever, you're getting support, you live in your parents' basement, or you have some $100,000 job out of college or something, you got your college paid for by your parents or your rich grandpa or something. Like it's easy to do that when you're single in your 20s, but then, like I said, you start getting into serious relationships, their health issues occur, you have kids, you get laid off, your industry becomes obsolete, whatever it might be, then all of a sudden, life gets tough. And like, I'm all about, I go get the instant coffee or I get the cheap coffee. I don't ever go in line on Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks or any of that nonsense. I make my own food usually if I can. I try to avoid eating out too much. I don't have any expensive stuff. I used to have a cheap Mercedes, which I bought very depreciated. I kept it in great condition. It had good gas mileage. I bought it with cash. And that was extra cash that I'd saved up from working 2 jobs or 3 jobs. So, just want to reiterate, if you want to take a look at my 16 years of online content, I'm the original frugal guy, for real. And I've been, even before I started creating content around saving money and maximizing your money, I've been doing it for 10 years prior to that. And I just get, I get a little worked up because, look, I'm not the best speaker. I don't have the best videos. I don't have the best production value. And that goes along with the frugality. And there's certainly people who do it better than me on certain platforms. I don't know if there is on all the platforms, blogs, videos, websites, digital marketing, whole body of content. I don't know if there are a lot of people that have better stuff than me combined over the last 15, 16 years. But, there are a lot of great people out there. But, the older you get, the more interesting it gets. Sometimes it becomes even more necessary. I mean, look at the job market, the economy, the kind of inflation on a lot of different prices, the cost of living. A lot of people are doing it out of necessity, and they have been since 2008. Some people might have been doing it since 2001, 2001, for obvious reasons. The events in New York City, as well as the .com bust, whatever. So, I mean, some people have been doing it for a long time. I'm rambling, of course, but my grandmother, was born in the 1920s. So, I mean, that's the Great Depression era. And she always was frugal, and she lived till she was about 95, and she would go to Dollar Tree all the time. And she had money and she didn't have to, but when she passed away, because of her frugality, there was a lot more money that would go to her children and some of the grandchildren. And I mean, it's, you kind of can help build a legacy for your family if you're not wasting money, if you're being responsible with your money, if you're trying to make some extra money, you're saving money where you can. I'm not telling you to cut corners when it's something about your health, your physical or your mental health. Not because I've done it all. I've put myself through agony and suffering, and humiliation to save some money or to earn some extra money. And I had to do that a lot out of necessity, or just because I thought in the long run it would pay off. So I'm not saying you need to do that also, but it's not just about the coffee. It's not just about pretending to be frugal or like bragging about it or whatever. It's about, it can really be a lifestyle. It can be beneficial to you. It can be a double-edged sword once in a while, but I want you to keep those things in mind. And take a look just search my name, Mike Shemer Frugal, or Frugal Fitness, Frugal Business, Frugal Fitness Guide, Lean Startup Life, Frugal Finance, the Frugal Diet, everything I've done. And low production value, not always perfect, but it's a lot of free stuff or incredibly cheap stuff, and that's still what I like to do. I like value, I like discounts, I like lower price things that still get the job done. Like I said, my old Mercedes was awesome. I loved it. And it wasn't the highest end model. It wasn't the newest. It had some miles on it, but I treated it like it was a Ferrari. Anyways, thanks for watching my rambling stuff as always. Please subscribe. I'll try and do some better videos in the future about saving money, making money, getting in better shape, investing your money, protecting it, and just anything that goes along with those topics. Thanks for watching, guys.